fight. Good morning. Once again, we're live with morning fight. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Welcome back to the Morning Vibes. We're on with me. Now I'm the main host today, Ian, my co-host Tom Wilson, and we got a special guest, Kerri. Oh
I
my
need the
God.
confetti. I
Listen,
need confetti.
Kerri
We
came
confetti.
from-
We will. Don't worry. The next time you come on the show, we'll try to get up all the confetti and stuff like that. How are you feeling, love?
Good morning, Grand Rising. It's like you got to get up and welcome to motherhood because you got to get the kids ready, get yourself ready. It's a whole
I'm
situation.
looking forward to it. Like, it's only a couple of weeks left. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's a challenge, but the morning is good. I'm excited. I got my energized tea. It should be a C or a K or a S, but it's a C. Carnival.
Whatever was this morning.
Right.
So, welcome. So, guys, this is Kerri from Sheldon, Mass, right here in Philadelphia.
Yes, in the flesh. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
You are most welcome. We've been looking forward to having somebody from Carnival here for a while, and we've invited everybody.
Well, I'm here. I'm here to discuss everything.
All right, girl. So how long have you been a part of Pennsylvania Carnival? Wait, first of all, let me get it straight. Is it Philly Carnival or Pennsylvania Carnival?
Philly, just Philadelphia region. Philly. Just
So
like how they
we're-
do Atlanta Carnival, they won't say Georgia Carnival. So just Atlanta.
Got you. So Philly Carnival. So we have another, we're doing another carnival in Chester next year.
I'm coming. Invite
I
us.
don't know
We'll be
about
there.
Chester though. I don't know about Chester.
You don't know about Chester? Why?
Yeah,
It's
I
becoming
know
a little
about
unsafe. What you trying to say about Chester?
I want to know.
I ain't trying to say much. Okay.
So how long have you been a part of Philly Carnival, Kerri?
So before I even brought sections in, I played my first year with Chaos. My first year. I was just looking at on YouTube at old videos and I was just like, wow, this was before I had kids. Like I was proper carrying on. I was cracking up. Yes, that was like in 2014. I was in college at that point. And then in 2017, I had joined a band. We did t-shirts. It was a couple, me, my friends, and my family, and it was like 20 of us. And then I was like, man, I really think that I could bring like a section, whether it's just t-shirts or costume. So the following year, I brought a t-shirt section with Chaos. And that's how we started Team Sheldon. That's how we started our name, Sheldon Mass. And then the next year, we end up bringing our whole new band. And I was excited because I wanted to bring a Guyanese band, even though we welcome other cultures and nationalities. You have the Bajans, you have the Antiguans, you have the Trinidadians, you have all these different islands are able to showcase their culture. And I was like, you know what? I want to bring a Guyanese band. I want you guys to taste our food for the parade and listen to some of our music and express our culture a little bit more too.
Well, listen, as far as I'm concerned, it's one Caribbean. I welcome the differences, bringing my guy.
Listen, we're a part of South America, but we still want to play, okay?
Listen, I didn't realize you
Sorry,
guys were an
chicken.
island until I was 13 years old. I legit thought Guyana was an island until I was probably 13, 14 years old. So as far as I'm concerned, you guys are part of the Caribbean. You are along the Caribbean seas. I love your suit this morning. Thank you for dressing up for us. Pretty in pink. Who mute you? Ian.
She muted us. I didn't mute her. Kerri, you're mute. You mute. Oh, there we go. She's so excited that she keeps it, you're touching that mute button.
I think it's too early to be this excited. I don't know.
Oh, no,
Wait,
it's
we have an
perfect time.
update. we have an update because I love Kush to death. That's my ride or die. Kush said Chester Carnival was in the 90s. So we did have a Chester Carnival. So Kerri, next time you're welcome to join us.
Okay. You want to start?
That's a lot of work, Miss Lady. But I will try to try something with you guys. With the carnival. So why the name Sheldon Mass? Like, she's mute again. You're mute again, Kerri.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
I don't know what's going on with my mute. I think my Zoom is actually crazy.
I think Zoom experiencing too much excitement here today.
Yes, I'm like, and the thing is, I'm not even pressing anything. It's just muting me.
Yes.
Why Sheldon Mess? I knew this question was gonna come, but Sheldon. I was just like, first of all, when I heard the song, we got the biggest garage, and then this like start going on, and I love that song. So I feel like for us, when we touch any event, when we're a part of anything, when Sheldon Mass participate with anything that we do, we bring a good energy, we bring good vibe, we bring good spirits. I'm surrounded by good people. So that's why I chose that name. I chose that name to represent our band and what we bring. Positive.
I'm gonna invite you back when we have Big Red on.
I'm there.
Just so you could tell him that, because he'll get a kick out of that, I promise you.
Yes, he would love it. Come on, we did it wrong.
So, what makes Sheldon Mass different than any other band in Philadelphia?
Well, besides us being Guyanese, I would say our creativity, our band members are mostly like a whole female setup. So I have the designer is a female, finance is a female. We're all like almost like a whole female team. So, I mean, we have our drivers that is male and so on, but the whole production is like, we all started, me and my cousins, we were like college students, fresh out of college, learning the logistics of doing this whole thing. So I find that we're different in that way. Also, once people started to sign up, I got connected with more people too. I feel like I don't treat my masqueraders as just like customers too. I'm very interpersonal. I'm a very social butterfly, even though I'm a little shy. So I think our energy, our positivity, our connection with the community is what makes us a little bit more different.
Gotcha.
So can you tell me exactly like where did you get your inspirations from that gives you the designs for some of your costumes?
My cousin Simi, she's the one that says, all right, we're gonna do this. We weren't for this year, we were gonna wait till next year for Philly Carnival because we didn't know if we were gonna participate in that. And a lot of my cousins, a lot of my friends, a lot of previous masqueraders was like, where's Sheldon? I'm like, are you guys going to be a part of this? And I'm like, I don't know. It's a little last minute for us, but we'll see what we can do. And then my cousins, we like, get on the Zoom call. They Zoom call me to death. So we got on the Zoom call. They're like, we got a 1 week, literally 1 week, at least a week and a half to do a photo shoot, to get the makeup artist and to do 3 sections. I'm like, can we pull this off?
Of course you can, and you did.
We pulled it off. I'm like literally shocked. It's not like the constructed crazy wire bras and so on that you would see. You'll definitely see something like that from Sheldon next year, but it's definitely a good glimpse of what we're working with.
Mm-hmm.
So we got this. This is our section technique, and then we have Like Yourself over here. So we incorporated a lot of the gems and a little tassels at the bottom to give it the carnival tease. We will be bringing out feathers. We're doing another photo shoot again, so I'm happy to showcase our feathers. I'm proud of Simi. She's our designer. She's into like wire bending and constructing the frames for the feathers and doing all these great things.
So one time we have Simi on, let's talk about costumes.
We got to invite Simi on. I didn't even know that we can invite other people on. I'm like, Simi, do you want to be a part? We gotta
definitely. The more the merrier. With your energy, the more the merrier.
Yeah,
her energy got me feeling like Carnival morning already.
Oh my God. I can't wait till we have our feathers out. When I call my sound guy and I call the truck driver and I call everybody to be online, like, hey, you driving the food truck, you're driving the drinks truck, you're going to go pick up the drinks. I got my cook line set up. My mom, come on. She's the chef of the family, so you know this food is going to be.
Well, I'm looking. We're trying to be on the road to see everybody.
Rice Island Vibe is welcome to come and eat with Sheldon. Mass, breakfast, and lunch is on me.
Wow. Listen, I'm holding you to that.
I don't know if I can
you could come this weekend and drink a Corona with us, and we got food for you. Like, that's not even a problem. We don't even got to wait till Carnival Day.
There we go. Yeah, because what Island Vibe is going to be doing this year, we're going to be doing a little bit of broadcasting. We're going to come and talk to the bands. You're going to try to interview the people on the streets. You know what I mean? So
we're going to try to broadcast the whole carnival live here.
Oh,
and
nice!
Feature all the bands and make sure that people understand that there is a Philly carnival. Because every time I say there's a Philly carnival, people are like, "What?" There's a Philly carnival, and
I think once I started putting out my content too, it started to get people interested. Like, what is this? Because some of my followers too are like Americans too, so it's like, wow, I didn't know Philly had a carnival. We're kind of in the tuck. Hopefully next year we're out and we have a bigger place to do our parade. We're still brand. That's another whole ball game. I think we're still developing as a team, and Sheldon is going to be a part of the whole development. It's still a work in progress.
Girl, I'm about to ask you about all the controversial bacchanal, everything.
Yes, I can't wait.
Surrounding that because we gotta know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm new to. I should say I live in Pennsylvania, but I'm new to the whole Philly Carnival and hearing the stuff behind the scenes. Now I am very familiar with New York Carnival. I thought they were messy until I came here. So, and then you hear this one saying that one saying that, and you can't understand it because it's all carnival. And in New York, most of the time, the bands get together. So it's the bands versus the carnival committee. In New York. Here it's a little different because almost everybody who has a band is associated with the carnival committee.
I'm not on the committee. I'm not on the committee.
Are you associated with the committee?
No. I let them do their job and I do my job. I don't think I could do do two jobs at once. I think I will go crazy. I can't construct the whole parade and then have my whole, I need to focus on what we're doing for Sheldon. Maybe something in the future, once I get older and then I can put my input into how to develop everything. But for now, we just, as a band leader, most band leaders, we just go there, we get the instructions and information of the parade information and how we're gonna put everything all together and what's our job duties, what's the rules and regulations, and so on.
What would you ask of the carnival committee to change or to implement if you could?
If I could implement a different strategy, probably for us to be more proactive, promoting ourselves, getting ourselves out there, even if it's just to do something in the park, just not to wait until Carnival Day to make it more unity. We're having Revelmania, but that's a week leading up. But after Carnival happened, don't let our name die. Don't let Philly Carnival wait until next year. Let's keep the momentum going. And I think that's what a lot of the people want to see. Keep the hype, keep it generated, keep advertising us. I think it becomes controversial because how the message is put out to people. So
we got a few sorry.
No, go ahead. I think you're saying we have a few comments.
Yep, we got a few comments. No, this gets long, so
please read.
I want to say good morning to Glenn and Lincoln.
Morning, Glenn and Lincoln.
Morning, Glenn. Uncle. That's my uncle right there.
Oh yeah, and short boss said good morning.
Oh, that's
too.
my
Morning,
cousin.
cuz.
That's our top
Shout out,
DJ.
like,
Come
morning,
on.
cuz. Oh yeah, that's him, right? You gonna
Yes.
be. Oh, you talk about excitement? That's him right there.
Type man.
That's blood cousin. We grew up in one household.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Facts.
Yes.
I can see where the energy at.
Little people, but big vibes.
So Trini Fresh says, so we finally gonna try chicken curry.
Yes, Guyanese chicken curry.
Yeah. DJ
She's gonna be
said,
licking her fingers.
oh yeah. DJ said that's facts. Kerri does shell down. That's true. That part shell. Trini Fresh said the green costumes look good though.
No, the costumes look good. I mean, knowing that they have we kind of have to put together 3 sections, and it's listen, I remember having a conversation behind the scenes with a few of my people here, and we were like, are we joining the carnival this year? I'm like, just because the time was so short and there's so much stuff going on. Yeah. And there's a price gap between the costumes that we produce for New York and the costumes we produce here. So it's like we couldn't just take our New York costumes and then go and bring them here because of the price difference. And I hadn't met anybody from the Carnival Committee, anybody from the Carnival world per se too much besides Doc. And I appreciate Doc Master like nobody's business. Like I really do. So it's the fact that you guys said, hey, I got a week, we're going to do all this stuff, it's going to be done in a week, more power to you. So your thing to the Carnival Committee is, hey, let's keep the promotion of Philly Carnival going, let's not let it die. What about the page for the Carnival Committee and stuff like that? Because I looked on, no posts in a while, and now that there's in-house fighting, like I don't even understand it, to be totally honest, because you on the outside and then you see stuff, but if you're new to it, it just seems like chaos, and then people have to give me the backstories for stuff, and I still don't understand it. Very happy to see that younger people are coming up and wanting to promote the carnival and Philly Carnival, and is excited about it, because you look genuinely excited about it.
Yeah, our first year was a lot. You know, we never even made costumes before. We never constructed feathers before our first year. Like these feathers back here was our first time making feathers, and they're still well put together. And this was before the pandemic, so we learned costume from scratch, the entire logistics from scratch. Me reaching out to sound people, me reaching out to trucks, me getting a generator. It was a lot, like, you know, and we did fall through a crack with a lot of flaws and so on. But I think this year is for us. We're making it up.
You've learned, and now you're going to implement what you learned.
Yeah, I think I learned like what to do, what not to do. The only thing that I found while I was learning, though, I felt like some people were gatekeeping. Like, this is a competition. We're not going to tell you how to get certain things because this is my stuff. I'm not telling you how to get it. So it was hard for me my first year because I didn't know who to ask, where to go. And if I did, I wasn't getting the full information. It was like the beat around the bush. So I know like anybody that's coming on, even though there'll probably be competition, like I'm ready to give some resources. I want everybody to win. There's always room for more people to come in. We want this carnival to branch out and more fans to come in. Yeah. You see 3 trucks go down the road and you're like, I want to see more.
I want to ask you your thoughts on this. Petronetta just mentioned that we need a longer route. Exact words, you need a bigger place, longer route. What do you think about where we have the carnival now versus to us doing it on Broad Street, going to City Hall?
Man, I would love that.
My thing
I
is,
feel like after this Philly Carnival, we're not going to wait until the end of the year. We're going to keep on going. I hope the committee and us as band leaders is to encourage the committee not to degrade them in the process, to encourage them. Like, this is what we need. This is how we're going to do it. And that's all how the message is portrayed to them. Not do it this way. I don't like how it's being done. You're doing a terrible job. Quit. I feel like you got to come to certain people on a different standpoint, or else they're going to take it as disrespect instead of constructive criticism. So from me personally, me going to the band meetings, once we have this conversation and Philly is done, we'll let us continue to have band meetings early. Let us continue to meet with City Hall, get our license and permits to get it on different routes, and we're gonna fly. With people like me, we're gonna fly, because I'm here to be a positive encouragement. I see where our flaws are. We're gonna work what we have. I'm gonna bring the band to work with what we have right now. But for next year, let's take it to City Level. Let's take it to Kelly Drive. Let's take it to a big. We're gonna make this bigger, and we need Island Vibe. We need our committee to support us a little bit more. I know the committee people have their flaws. Who doesn't? And there's room for improvement. And the feedbacks is good, though. I appreciate the feedback. Maybe it's not like it seems like chaotic, and chaos is good. It helps people like know where they're going wrong, even if it's not said in a way that they like.
We're going to agree to disagree with the chaos. No. Just because I've been doing this for close to 8 years, and Carnival itself, and when I say Carnival itself, I mean Carnival itself is chaotic. And there's a real Carnival zombie. Like, I swear to God, there's a little man running around that pulls wires, that takes your glue stick.
Like, what is Carnival without a little bacchanal? What is a
No, I'm saying Carnival itself is bacchanal. On the other end, like the what is to say, the professional end, the paperwork and the administrative end of it, I would like it to be a lot less bacchanal. Because like I said, there's a real Carnival zombie running around. They take your glue gun, your stick. For some reason, somebody pants you always missing. I think there's a real Carnival zombie out there. People could say what they want. They could say I'm superstitious. I think there's a real little man running around stealing shit.
No matter how constructed you have your team, you could probably have 1,000 people. I know these big bands, they have their people lined up, but something goes wrong.
And again, I feel like a real Carnival zombie with a long tail out there. Yeah. And we've been battling for a while.
Year, we had everything ready. Our generator would not start.
It's never ready. It's never
coming out my chest. Our truck wasn't able to go on. I said, how am I telling my masqueraders we don't have no truck?
Girl, if you're not crying under the sewing machine, you ain't make it yet.
Yo, I put my head back. I literally went over in Belmont Plateau. I went in the grass like, Dad, look down on your angel right now. I'm falling all apart. Save me right now, please. Like, I
have never looked put together on the road. I have never worn a Carnival costume unless it was somebody else's band I've played with, because everything.
I had no makeup on. I barely had.
That's what I'm saying. Carnival itself is so chaotic and so stressful, and for anybody getting into it, I
say, like, my shirt was so wet. I know it was hot outside, but I think I was like a different hot. And I'm just like, whoa, what are we gonna do? Like, we got there early. Everything was set up. Like, all the masqueraders had their costumes. Like, we're just like one step away. We're the first. This is our first year, and we picked. I picked number 1. I said, this is something. And then
it's real. It's like, real.
Come with us. I'm like, all right, this is vibes.
It is real.
But
chaos. It's addictive. That adrenaline is addictive, though. I have always tell people, Carnival is addictive. Do not get started if you can't maintain it. It is addictive, and no matter how much drama and confusion there is, we in it every year. Let me ask you this question. We've talked about how the culture of Carnival, and I would say I am biased. I can't speak for Ian. I am biased because I'm Trinidad and I grew up in a mass camp, like literally sleep under the tables in mass camp, literally grew up in a mass camp. And I feel like the culture is dying. It's turning into just the parade and fets. Basically, Juve parade and fets, whereas there's so much cultural aspect to it that we leave out every year. And we've been talking about trying to bring back that culture to Philadelphia, right? We've been talking about trying to bring the aspects that's left out. Like we have Indictable One, who is truly into steel pan and a steel pan grandmaster. Like we need to get these things back on the road. We need to get, Calypso tents. We need to introduce all this stuff to Philly. And I believe it has to start with the children so we could introduce the culture that way. And they can be enthusiastic about it and understand what it's about. Because I don't remember growing up in mass camp and people cursing people out over costumes. Like they understand that I might have to glue something in the morning, right? But here, because it's ready made and people just get their costumes, if it's not like a family thing, it's the expectation of it is so high. And that's what makes Carnival more stressful than anything else. Right now versus what it was back in the day. But again, the Calypso, where Carnival come from, the history of it, from slavery go right back up to here. Like I feel like it's not taught. All it is a costume and fad. How can we, and we would like you to partake in this as much, like how can we introduce back some of the cultural aspects that's getting left out? Some of the stuff that's not as glamorous as costumes.
I think that also happened too because people, they want to be pretty. So you buy this costume, it better look this way, and I paid my money and I want to get my money's worth. They're not thinking about what it is, what it takes to be a part of the carnival. So I think that aspect of it is kind of lost a little bit. It's important to read up on anything that you become a part of. Like I know in Guyana, they do Mosh Festival in February. And that derived from 1970 when they became a republic. So as band leaders, as designers, as anybody that's kind of putting their foot into Carnival, they forget to read up on it. So we see the hype on social media of just a costume, but you don't know what the costume represents. You barely probably know the theme of the band. You're just putting on the costume and that's it. I was just speaking to a band leader from Short Muss Productions in Baltimore. And we had a long conversation and he was telling me the history of Carnival and what it meant to him. Like it was more than costumes. It was more than just feathers. It was the whole history of how it started in St. Vincent from him. Like it was a more in cultural meaning aspect to him. And he teaches masqueraders that. He explained that to them. And I think that when I do say for example, if I did a live on our Showdown page, I should explain what the costumes is, what Carnival, taking a part of Carnival is, because now it became like a sexualized thing. Like, oh, why they're wearing panties in the road and gyrating and carrying on. Like it became like we lost that respect.
I agree. So that's what I'm saying as band leaders and section leaders and people who are authoritative over Carnival. Like we need to implement that. Like even if it's just putting a flyer in the box when people get their costumes so they can read up a little bit about the history of it.
That's a good idea.
Right? So we definitely need to introduce it back because we gotta get people, I don't want to say interested in Carnival, but understanding the culture of it to respect it. And I think a lot, because, for example, my mom was on the road in Trinidad. She was like, this shit is nasty. No, you're talking to somebody. My mom has played Carnival for over 40 years. Mm-hmm. Right? She was like, this is nasty. I don't want to go on the road with them because it's a lot of what they, in Trinidad, I would say foreigners coming in and they think it's sexualized. They think it's about gyrating. They think it's about having sex on the road. They think it's about all of that stuff instead of what the culture of Carnival really is. And we've lost respect for it. Like we really have. And so it's upon us now to not just say, like, I don't like to just talk about stuff. Like, what can we do to steer it in a different direction? What can we do? And I think it's on us to say, hey, we make money from this. We make efforts. Like, this is what we do and this is what we decide to do. We got to put back into the culture instead of just taking out from it. And this is not on you because you are in Philly Carnival and a different carnival. But when we're dealing with people in Miami and promoters, and it's all about the money for them, and I've had these conversations with them, and they talk about the same thing, but we don't do anything to fix it.
I think social media plays a big fact. So, like for me, now that you're saying that, the way that I probably would fix it, I'm into like this content creating thing now because I want to get Carnival out there, not just for my band, just for Philly Carnival as well. So I'm like always on my phone and my iPad, creating flyers, creating content, content, keeping people interested. So maybe I can do like a fun fact of the week or a fun fact of the day that will discuss about how Barbados Carnival started in Grenada and St. Vincent and all these other places, and how their carnival started, and what's the meaning behind it. Maybe if I for myself, and maybe other bands and other designers, maybe if we do like a fun fact that'll keep.
There we go. I just wanted to plant a seed with you guys, and I know you guys are new.
The seed is planted with me. I'm the flower. We're gonna blossom.
Well, listen, I appreciate you.
I appreciate that feedback. That is very, very, very powerful. A very powerful thing that I would love to bring the shell down to showcase what Carnival is about. A lot of people always inbox me like, I want to be a part of it, but what is it?
So there you go.
I think we're missing a big part of how we can impact what we are doing. And that is by noticing the fact that where they put us here, especially in Philly, where a lot of people don't even know what's going on. Like when I mentioned to you earlier as to where we are doing the parade, as to where we should be. And like Hall was saying, I think the JFK or the Art Museum will be better than Broad Street. My point is this: if we go to a place on Broad Street where there are populations, besides in the forest where they send us, right? People would not just hear us, they will see it and they will question, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? You'll get people just coming down from their houses, just getting involved on the streets. We don't have that. You know what I'm saying? There's no noise from us.
When I went to Baltimore, I noticed that, like, Baltimore Carnival, like, the community is a part of it. Like, I loved it. I'm just like, even with Miami, it's like inside of a stadium, and it's just like you have to pay to get in type of thing. But Baltimore is on the street. I love Baltimore Carnival. Like, it was space. It didn't feel like super congested, but I love walking past the people, their houses, and so on. They were so amazed with the costumes.
Even Boston
they were amazed with the music. They loved the whole vibe, and they're probably only going to see this once a year. But you have to leave that stamp. Like, I remember that carnival. I want to go. Like, it was beautiful. We loved the costumes. We loved everything about it. Let me find out more information about this. So
yeah, I think. Yeah, that's my point. Like, people see that side of it. Like, I agree with Eon, and I think to Kerri's point earlier, this is where we at right now. We're going to meet them where they're at, and we're going to push to be bigger and better every year. I think that's the point she was making earlier. We got to work with the carnival committee, not just work or criticize them. Just work against them or criticize them. Like she's saying, we band leaders need to make a conscious effort, and people who represent different parts of carnival need to work with them and encourage them instead of, the bashment that's been going on back and forth. And we all need to play our part in making sure it's amazing. Because coming down here, I got excited because Doc has...
I don't like controversy too. Like, if I feel like it's a situation where it's too much going on, I'll be like quiet. Let y'all figure it out. If it's too much yelling, if it's too much going on. So learning to also put myself out there as far as saying, like, let's do this way. Let's try to do it this way. I think I think my message could be a little bit heard, and I'll do my part with that a little bit more, because it's just like I bring Shell down in and I feel new. These are veteran bands that I'm up against. They all know how to put this together. And a lot of people like that. It's like, don't tell me what to do. I already know what I'm doing. You don't want to hear from this younger band leader. She's new to the game. She don't know anything. So
I don't like that. I don't like when that is a issue where the voices are coming from, because no matter how much bands there are and how much bands are going to be introduced, everybody know that one thing about Caribbean culture is to invite outsiders in, teach them the culture, and show them what we're doing and let them be part of it. What I think is that even with the Carnival committee right now needs a strong policy, a booklet, something that everybody's supposed to have coming in. We need direction from the beginning
Mm-hmm. Even on the website, when you go in, maybe
Even
that's
on the
something
website.
that they can have too. You go on the website, it tells you the history of Carnival, where it derived from, fun facts from different islands, at least on the website, because the first
Even
year when
just
Philly
where
came back,
Philly Carnival come from, there's not that on the website. Not even when Philly Carnival was started and Philly, like just even concentrating there. So I think we all, like I said, I don't want to just say the Carnival committee is supposed to do this. Like I want to ask every band leader, every designer, everybody, what can we do as individuals to come together to make the carnival here better and make it big? Because again, every time I mention it to people, like I put it on my website last year and it was like, Philly had a carnival, and we have over 1,000 people that follow our just our carnival stuff, and it's like, Philly have a carnival, yes, there, and then they go on the site and there's nothing, and we all have to contribute to that, and not just contribute to it to say, put awareness that Philly is out there. Like I want to bring back the culture, and it's not just in Philly I'm talking about. This is my campaign everywhere. I talk about it in Brooklyn, because New York Carnival was one of the biggest carnivals in the world at one point in time, and I feel like they've lost it.
I loved it, but they even lost their culture too, to me.
Right.
I think the culture is
that's because we lost the culture. Like there was a unity day in Brooklyn every year. We don't have that anymore. Yeah. But there's like so much stuff that is missing, and I feel because we have allowed it to go missing. We have allowed something got taken out every year, and we allowed it because the masquerade, the parade got bigger, the fets got bigger. So we have allowed the culture itself to die versus what the social media and what people really want to see, or people introduced. For example, you said you were introduced to it back in your college days, and you were introduced to the parade route, and it was beautiful.
Yeah.
For those of us who was introduced to it as kids, it's a different scene because we got to grow into it. And we're not blaming you guys or anything. We didn't keep up with it. We didn't pass it on to children. We didn't pass it down that way. So now we have to make an active effort to do that. And I employ everybody who's a part of Carnival to do that, because when you see it and you love it, coming in, you don't know everything it's about. And if we don't teach it, you're not going to know it.
I had an issue where I had a conversation, and I was telling somebody that one thing about Philly Carnival, since it has an issue with so much different areas, why don't we try changing the narrative as to each country do Carnival? It wasn't nothing to do with separation, but it was more to do with involvement. Like we're trying to find ways that where each Caribbean country could get involved and don't feel dominated. You know what I'm saying? So it was just an idea.
I'm willing to sit down and hear it. It's
right, but what I'm saying is this was my biggest point, was to bring back the culture in that way. But the person was saying, why am I separating it? Because we just want to come out and have fun. My point is, we're losing the culture one way or the other, because people like you just want to come and have fun. But for people who grew up in this, put the effort in this, we don't learn about what we are doing and why we're doing it. We just do it. And that's, to me, is where we're starting to feel. Right?
I understand. We tried that in New York a couple of years, and then it turned into, this is a Haitian band, this is a Grenadian band, this is a this band, this is a that band. And I think it dissected us more than it helped us come together.
And I agree, it was not perfect
that's
logic.
That's what I feel about it. Like, I don't know what the whole plan is, but yeah, I feel like it, because the Greens band took over. It was a pure t-shirt band, and people were mad about it. I was like, if people come and run a t-shirt, what are you mad about? So everybody have their opinion on how it should be. I think most of that comes from a lack of respect for it and, getting it back together. And as the point of, there's so much stuff wrong with Philly Carnival Committee, I have worked with a lot of different committees. There's something wrong with all committees. Like,
another way to showcase culture too, like at the end of the parade, to showcase the culture. If we don't do the bands and the trucks like he's states, at least at the end of the parade they have concerts, and so maybe each stand can have a different history or historical meaning, or a tent or some type of instead of putting up a lot of party flyers, you would see a lot more information about the country.
For example, to introduce the carnival, New York have at the National Museum in Brooklyn, the New York Carnival Committee have a Caribbean Island Historical Carnival Day. So you get to go there, and that's the start of Carnival.
Yes.
Most people don't even know that they have that. But last year, that's what the test
used to have, like a long itinerary. Like, this day is for this day is Kiddie Carnival, this is that. Like, we don't have that in Philly, where we'll have like a whole week or whole 2 weeks leading up to Carnival. And that takes time. Like, I noticed that some carnivals, they have that. We just have Philly Carnival, Rebel Mania, Bets, and that's it. So,
and that's because you guys Philly Carnival is small, and it's gonna grow into, and with everybody participating, it's gonna grow into something phenomenal, especially if everybody's on board and everybody decide that, yo, we'll put our pettiness aside and contribute to the carnival itself instead of just my band. Right? And I think it's gonna grow. I just think we all need to, as individuals, come together so it's a stronger unit together. And I really do think it's going to be phenomenal. It's new. It's upcoming. It took Atlanta 5 years to become huge. It shouldn't take, it depends.
And I think Atlanta is still like a little work in progress. Because for me, last year as a masquerader, I was
carnival committee needs work. Every carnival committee. So it's okay to say, well, Philly Carnival this and Philly Carnival that, but I haven't seen any carnival committee that didn't need work. But I do understand this is new, it's small, and like you said, we come at them as a positive way instead of negative. And I do have like questions for the carnival committee, and we'll have Dawn on at some point, so we'll put those to him and see.
The viewer's gonna be 200. The viewer's gonna be up, okay? I think that will be wonderful, even if we have another show with some of the band leaders and the committee members. Feedback is good. I'm looking for feedback. I know my first year and this year, like, I won't be perfect as a band leader, but if somebody come up and tell me, like, Kerri, I'm looking to see this more next year, or I'm seeing this, I'll write those things down and I'll try to fix those things. But if you're coming at me like, girl, I would never join your band again, I don't like you, then I'll feel offended. So I feel like we have to, when we group together, we have to also respect one another too. On both sides.
Welcome it. Listen, we're inviting, so if anybody listening and you know anybody that belongs to carnival committees, bands, people who throw parties, anybody that is part of Philly Carnival, we welcome you on the Morning Vibes. We've been inviting people. Come out. We don't bite hard. Just a little. Just a little.
I wish I could listen a little bit more to the show, because I'm usually like burnt out by the time I'm getting my kids ready for school and logging into work. So when you guys let me know, like, hey, I want you on our show, I'm like, me? Mom, we made it.
I saw that post. I was like, oh, come on, stop it. Listen, I got you got a long list of comments you got to read yourself. I can't.
It better be good, okay? It better be good.
You're gonna have to do that yourself.
Reading too much comments, and we're sorry, guys.
Man, I tried.
Just joining us, we're on with Kerri from Sheldon, Mass. Am I saying that correctly?
Yes.
Kerri from Sheldon, Mass. This is Ian the Architect, and I'm Storm Wilson, and we are talking about her band, Sheldon, and being part of the Carnival Committee. Young lady, when you started this band, is this your third year on the road?
This is our second year independently on the road.
Got you.
This is our third year, like, participating all together. The 2 years we did t-shirts, and then the 1 year we did t-shirts. Right before the pandemic, we did our costumes. This is our second year doing our costumes and our truck and bringing a whole vibe to it. So we're still kind of fairly new, but I'm ready to bring a vibe, a positive energy.
Girl, with your energy, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be amazing.
Man,
we have the most important.
I forget about the masqueraders. As soon as the music hit, I'm just like in another element.
Well, I actually saw the videos you sent me.
Start playing. Don't let no drum start playing.
No,
over.
I saw the video you sent me, so I saw it was pure chaos. I saw it. Oh
my god! The funny thing is, Rebel Mania when we had our first couple of carnivals, like a majority of those people, when I look back, like majority of them were my cousins and my close friends. And I'm like, man, like I felt the love in those videos. Like I still love looking at those videos those days because my family is there for me, like when I'm falling apart. Like when I went back on the parade route, like guys, like our truck isn't working, we're gonna, and they like, we all literally just like grouped together. They're like, we're on the road. What's the problem? We got our costumes on. We're ready. We ate already. We good. We had our drinks. Like, we love you. We're here for you. We're going to get this done. And shout out to my entire team. Like, I really couldn't do this without them. I didn't even want to even like participate this year because it felt strenuous and like a short frame of time. But they're like, no,
girl, and the bigger you get, the more you're going to get. We want to buy.
We got you.
No, I'm telling you, we were on the road with Boomas, and we're talking about we had 600-700 people on the road, and one of our trucks didn't pass inspection. So bands just driving past us. This trucks.
That's a heart piece because it's just like, come and help me,
right? And then one of the bands shouted out to Dingole. Dingole was like, yo, come and join us. We could go. So they had their 400 people. We had 600. So it turned into this massive band on the road. But it's heart wrenching. And
Boom. I played with Boom one year. I was looking at one of their promo pictures and it was like us dancing, and I laugh at that picture till this day. That was our first year. Year playing. Yes, it makes me so happy. Yes. Some bands will fall apart, and hopefully I'm big enough to, if something happens to another band and I'm there to help, then I'll do my best to put forward to help that band because I know how it feels to be in that position. And even when I was in that position, afterwards, when we had meetings and so on, like I felt like cornered.
Well, listen.
And I just
I think some people consider it a rite of passage.
I tried.
I think some people consider it a rite of passage, and not only that, like when it's your first year, you're kind of insecure about stuff. So even though people put it on you, you feel it that much bigger. And I encourage you to go as far as you can, and your team is important, knowing that your team is there for you and appreciating them. And even if you have 1 billion people on the road, shit is going to go wrong, and it's going to be exhausting, and it's just part of Carnival, and I encourage.
It's worth the challenge for me, though. It's worth the challenge. It's so exciting. Like I can't wait till Carnival Day, and everything is semi put together. And
so let's ask you a question. We are going to we are going to have a workshop for kids for Carnival. Are you going to put your kids in it?
Oh my God! I want to give you a major gem for next year, but yes, 1,000%.
Okay, good. With that said, if you guys have any questions on the line for Kerri, please, now is the time to put it in. We're about to wrap up so that we can ask her.
Question.
Good.
I do got a question.
Who?
Are you going to invite me back?
Oh, that's not a question. That's given.
Yes.
Damn, I wish you could have helped host.
No, but you can come in as
nervous. I'm not people. I'm like, oh God. I'm telling my family members. What I'm gonna say?
Why nervous? We all new here.
Yo, I'm a very shy person. It's weird to say, and I'm like, what am I gonna say? Like,
trust me, I know that feeling. I
woke up like 4. I never wake up early. I woke up like 4 o'clock this morning. I'm like, all right, put the computer on. Make sure the charger is charged. Give Phoenix her bottle. Give Ace his cereal. Like, put your clothes on it. Like.
Listen, we are very excited that you were so excited for Little Olas. But you are welcome to come and co-host. I'll be out for about 2-3 weeks, and we are looking for co-hosts. So if you have a day that you're available,
be my guest. I'm ready. I look for it. We can talk about everything. I appreciated the show yesterday with Roger Culture. That was one of my favorites.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, that was very touching. Only because my dad started music from long before, So to see how Roger Culture grew with music and grew with the whole community as a whole, like that's legendary. And I'm like, man, like he put his name on the Philadelphia map. I want to be that next candidate to be legendary. Like I can't wait to hold Shell Down Mass the legendary year because I've made it so far and I'm able to talk like how he did, like how he came so far and how he learned the ropes and he brought other people in to show them the ropes along the way. Like, that's where I see myself elevating with Showdown Mass.
There you go. And as long as you could see it, you can see it, you can do it. Any questions from anybody else? Yeah.
So I never got to ask the question, but thank
Oh,
you.
we sorry, we cut you off. My bad.
That's the vibes.
As
man.
we're
The
going
vibes
and
just
you're
be
on with
flowing,
two multi
so.
women.
So this is a question that came to me to ask. Have you thought about becoming a promoter in film?
Like events and so on?
There we go.
Man, let me tell you, Sheldon has some really good events like brewing. I'm not even gonna, I mean, I'm not saying it because it's my event, but like, oh my God, I can't wait to drop the flyers because I'm gonna be a part of making this flyer and it's gonna be so dope. Like, I want to put myself out as a promoter soon. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes a lot to put into the event. I don't want to just be that promoter just to take people money. I want it to be an experience. I want this event to be like, man, like what's she gonna do next? Or I can't wait till next year. So hopefully, yes, I'll be a promoter. I'm already a band leader and I have to have events and stuff like that to fundraise and keep the hype of my band too. So I look forward to doing those things.
Look at you now. I love it.
Promoter.
Yeah, look, I love your energy. Like, right? Listen, Ian, that's that youth boy.
You telling me? That's why I throw old people party.
I used to love being the youngest and the oldest vet because it got the most vibes.
Yeah,
you know why in college? I barely went out in college.
Really?
Yes, I like to party with older people. Like, I don't know why. I love partying with older crowd. I love the music. My dad was a man of music. Like, I'm sitting, y'all talking about record players, you're talking about cassettes, you're talking about Western and all kind of different genres of music. Like, it's still in this basement. Like, we have crates. Like, my mom was like, we gotta get rid of it. I'm like, Mom, please, no. Like, this means so much.
If you guys are getting rid of vinyls, I'll take some.
Stop, girl. DM me. I got you.
You're getting rid of vinyls. I'm definitely taking some.
I think we still have some vinyls, and I would love to bless you with some. Like, we have.
Thank you very much. Especially if you have like really old reggaes or really old blues. Like, I'm dead ass into blues. So like, if you have old vinyls, my dad have trunks and trunks and trunks and trunks full of cassettes and CDs that he even made from scratch. Like, he was a man of music. We gotta get you back on here. We're running out of time now. We gotta get you back on here, and I'm excited for example, you're a new upcoming Philly Carnival, and I'm excited to see where the carnival is going to go with people like you on board. We have another. Hope next week we have another designer coming in. We're excited for this whole Philly Carnival and having one of you guys on every week. You have to invite
Philly
your
Carnival.
designer.
We're protecting good energy. We're gonna do the best we can this year, and then next year we're going to keep the momentum going, hopefully, and make this thing elevate. Next couple years looking back, we're going to be like, wow, we were here and this is where we're at now.
Amen. So you got to invite your designers on so we could just talk about costume designs, period.
Oh, I would love that show. Cindy would love it. Dominique would love it. Maritza would love it. Yes.
Y'all putting a lot of pressure on me right now. A lot.
It's going to be nice. It's no pressure. Just grab a mimosa because it's early.
A mimosa.
We gotta have the men in to give their input on men costumes too.
Listen, like I said, you got a whole list. You got a whole list of comments you need to go through. I can't do that for you. You got to do that for yourself this morning.
Shout out to my entire family, everybody that's on the
right. You got people arguing, saying that you ain't giving them no attention on that comment. So.
I'm sorry, guys. I have my phone in my hand.
Don't we have
Paul?
You know what I'm saying? It's a hall is.
We have to ask Ian. Mm-hmm. You eat doubles, right?
She looked very confused with that question.
I thought you were talking to Ian. I'm like, do I eat doubles?
No, we have to ask you because this is a fight battle we have in here. So every guest that come on, we ask them. Do you eat doubles? I thought you were talking to Ian. I'm like, do I eat doubles?
Oh, I thought you were talking to Ian. I'm like, do I eat doubles?
No, we have to ask you because this is a fight battle we have in here. So every guest that come on, we ask them. Do you eat doubles?
if
Do
I
you
go
know
in a
what doubles
restaurant,
is?
if I
Let
go-
me
if I
ask you
go in
that
a
first. Do you know what doubles is?
no, if I go in a restaurant, I'm not gonna ask for doubles. I mean, I would eat it. I had some boss ass doubles when I was in New York the other day, and I would eat it, but it's not like something I request all the time because I eat more like rice and chicken. Like I don't really eat. I would eat the roti and curry.
We don't know
What?
if you ask
Chicken
her.
curry, I mean.
Oh,
Chicken
shoot.
curry
Yeah.
and the roti.
Well, listen now.
What's the
So,
doubles battle? Really
the
quick.
doubles battle. So I put stuff on my doubles like curry goat and shrimp and stuff like that. Ian says that's contaminating the doubles. So far, we've been neck and neck with people
I'm
who
on your
said,
side.
fuck nah, I'm about to win.
Food is food. You can't just say don't put no pepperoni on the cheese on the pizza.
There you
But
go.
this ain't a pizza. This ain't a pizza.
Flavor
This is
it up.
doubles.
I'm with you, Storm.
There you go. We
That's
promoting
look,
upscale
Kevin.
doubles.
Kevin said that's not doubles. Thank you very much. That is not doubles. That is a meat sandwich.
That is. And it's not a meat
You
sandwich.
gotta put
And
extra
Kevin,
zest in it.
a little bit of flavor never hurt nobody. That's exactly
Period.
what carnival is about.
Come on, that's
So-
what it is.
Okay, so a little flavor never hurt nobody. We've been having massive battles here. So a lot of people are like, okay, you gotta keep doubles traditional. And some people are like, okay, I'm here for adding to it. And so far, I think I'm winning Eon.
I don't know
Wait.
about that.
Storm,
We ain't get that told yet. We're gonna have to have something where people could actually vote on it. Just to
Well,
prove
let's
that
start with
I'm
Kerri.
winning.
Let's go one. You have Kevin. We will vote for the. We'll put a chat. We have Kerri as a guest on for one. No, actually, we've had two guests that said they okay. We have more than two guests, but I can't remember everybody.
That's
So
not
right now,
fresh.
Don't try to hot up your head now. Trust me.
Storm, we leading the battle regardless. Win or lose, we still winning.
I'm telling you, for you.
I no wonder I have
we're
a
winning.
headache every day.
Add the doubles. No, you could get a headache every day with me if you want, but I'm
Every
saying put
day.
some spice on the doubles. Don't come here with no plain old doubles.
But
That's
they
last
do have
year.
spices for the doubles. That's why they call it slight everything or heavy everything. That's the
Those are condiments. That's condiments.
I got another vote for regular.
Who's voting for regular?
Don't count it. It doesn't matter. Their opinion didn't count for that.
Kush is with me for regular. Indictable was with me for regular. Listen,
Indictable said he would try. He would try.
but that yes, he said he will try it, but not he will stick with it. He will stick with the regular.
You tried. You want sympathy votes. And Kush, don't be coming back on my channel if you're voting for regular doubles there. Telling you no.
He not a part.
Dominique said
They gotta
regular.
do it. She said Dominique said regular.
Lincoln said regular.
Dominique, you cannot be a part of Sheldon right now.
Lincoln said regular. Let's go.
Shout out to Dominique.
Let's go.
That's my baby.
I think
No.
y'all losing.
Lincoln, no. That is only for this show. That's only for this show. But no, like I can't believe Kush said he regular doubles. Kush got bought off by the competition. I feel Ian bought him.
That's not cool.
That's not a real vote, Kush. No, I'm not accepting that. Kush will be on. Could he say I have my cousin regular double? No, we'll be doing this another show again. I can't believe you've been buying votes. Okay, Trump, still.
Why would I have to buy votes? It's just facts.
No, you buy votes. Because Kush was bought.
When you
Okay.
lose in the battle, you start saying anything.
What? And I am one of those.
Listen,
do
the
not
proof
put
is in the comments. The proof is in the comments.
No, I do
And
not put up without a
mm-mm.
fight with anything. And I'm telling you, Kush, I don't know about the others, but Kush was bought. I know that.
That is a conversation between you and Kush, not getting involved.
I'm about to get off the phone and call him right now because I don't understand how he comments talk about regular doubles. I really don't. And it's and all he was talking about
on the right side of the bed. That's okay.
So Sidika said both will always do it. No, Sidika, you have to pick one. You can't vote on both. Pick one.
The food go down the same way and both have flavor. Come on.
No, you listen. The first time I had a doubles, and the lady was like, "You want anything with it?" And I said, "Give me some goat, please." The first time I've had that, I was like, "Fire!" Or they can't give me like no.
You can't.
And then
go
I had
back
shrimp.
normal.
It was over. So, guys, we gotta wrap up today's show. Kerri, it's been amazing
Thank you
having
for
you
having
on.
me.
You are
Thank you
welcome
for
back
inviting me.
anytime. Just
Before
shoot
you
us
go,
a text and say, "Huh?"
Before you go, I want to mention that tomorrow we have Deja Vu on. She's the owner of the
Kona
Deja
Sugars.
Vu Experience Traveling Chef. That's gonna be amazing too.
I can't wait. I asked her to do a cooking part. Like if she comes on, she have to show us like cooking something.
I asked her a question too, and she didn't even answer me. I wanted to know if I could get a plate of food before the show so I could be eating while
so you can eat while you're
I didn't
So
get
she
that
just
answer yet.
forced you. You know why? Because you like regular doubles.
That's why she ain't making
I'm
it.
sure she will vote regular too. I don't care what.
You already know what this lady's gonna vote before she come on. That means you buying votes.
I never said that. I said,
you talking for this person before they come on. You buying votes. So guys, we back. No, I'm not accepting no defeat. Guys, we are back on tomorrow at 7 a.m. Again, I'm Storm Wilson here alongside Ian. Our amazing guest was Kerri. Kerri from Sheldon, Mass. Girl, you welcome back anytime. Bring your team. It's gonna be on. Looking forward to seeing you guys on the parade route this year and seeing your amazing costumes. You said you're gonna do the photo shoots over. Please tell people where they could find you if they want to be a part of the band.
So if you want to be a part of the band, you can go to our Sheldon Mass page on Facebook, Team Sheldon Mass. On Instagram, we're Sheldon_Mass. Our content is beautiful. I've been working my behind off with promoting and advertising and entertaining. Our link is in the bio. You can look through our different costume options. You can get you could purchase your shirts for Rebel Mania. And I'm excited. If you have more information, you guys can DM me personally and I can walk you through the whole shebang.
So I want to just
say costume. If you see something that, hey, I can't wear that, I'm going to work with you. I
love that. I love the fact that you'll be able to work with anybody.
Yes, we're universal. We got bodysuits, we got feathers, we got thighs, we got chicken curry.
What about big belly wear?
Everything. You're bringing out your belly? 2-piece. Come on. Baby got show. You got to hear the music.
You haven't seen my belly.
Oh, God.
I hear the accent trying to come out. Short Boss said that how the Shell DJs is on Wednesdays, every Wednesday, on Island Vibe Philly Caribbean station called the Midweek Zest. Trust me, look out for that. I know that's your cousin. I know that vibes. Trust me when I see.
I'm in on that. You know I'm dropping all the hearts, all the fires.
Yeah. Paul wants to know when is Rebel Mania.
Rebel Mania is June the 10th. It's an anticipation leading up to Carnival. All the bands have a selected color. My color is lime green. It's like almost like a unity fest for all the bands. So all the masqueraders come together, we vibe together, we listen to music, we drink. It's a cooler fete. It is a cooler fete. The admission is $30 and it comes with your shirt. And you could bring your cooler and there's food for sale on site. It's going to happen at major events. So I hope everybody can participate. Pick a band, pick a shirt, and
pick a color, any color.
But if you want to pick lime green, I mean.
I love lime green, girl. Can't wait to see your t-shirts and everything that's involved with you guys. Again,
and wear your shorts and let's go.
I tell
you that she wants pepper pot. I don't know why Deja wants pepper pot this hour.
Pepper pot. I'm telling you, I'm not just saying this because I'm Guyanese. That meat, the way my mom pressure it, the way that bread is mixed to the gut, man.
I have never had a pepper pot, so I'm looking forward to being. If I'm not on the road, Ian will bring my food for me.
All right, so on the next show, we gotta start. I gotta drop off the pepper pot, right? Mm-hmm. We're gonna start off the show with pepper pot, and we're gonna end it with the doubles.
Can I say something? I'm tired of all these empty promises I get from these.
Yeah.
No, I got you. I got you. If I don't hold myself to my word,
we live in 2 different places, you know.
These are gonna say this girl been promising me pepper pot for like 2 years. Okay.
Before you put your word on the line, know that we live in 2 different places.
Wait. All right, though I'm gonna send it in the mail.
Yeah, empty promises already. At least you like doubles as flavor. You be alright.
Yeah, man, a whole list of cooks, man. Nothing yet.
Well, I do believe Jillian is gonna give me my food, not for me, but for Zama. Like I do believe.
You hear that? Me.
Not for me, but for Zama. She promised to make something for me to eat, and I do believe she's gonna come through before he's born.
Listen, so we gave our promise for the pepper pot, right?
Put me on the line.
So
hold me to my word.
Wait.
Kerri started it off.
Wait. There's a comment.
Oh God.
All you forget. I still waiting on my pepper pot from Kerri 4 years now.
Don't put 4. Not before Ace was born. Almost before Ace was born.
You can tell me who said that?
Yes. It's just anticipation for her show tomorrow.
You see, she know exactly who it is.
She promoted her.
Empty promises.
Yeah, and I can't afford to be in that line, boy. I'm hungry today.
She's first in line. I'm sorry. I gotta put her first.
But as I'm saying, she's been in the line for 4 years. I don't know.
No.
You see what I say? But when I say about the empty promises, everybody looking at me funny. But
every year is a new year.
4 years.
No, don't worry with them. Don't worry with that. She just woke up on the wrong side of the bed. That's all right.
Yeah, that's a long line, big man.
Yep.
And that's only one person that come forward. We don't know who else in the lineup.
And no, don't mix matters, Storm. I already said it. I'm promising it. We're not going back. Come on, we're moving forward. You got me? I already took your vote, and are you against me? Come on, I thought we were.
I'm not against you, girl, but we know on this show that I speak to the facts.
No, not right now. This doesn't classify. Come on, you choose pink this morning for a reason. Pink or red. Good.
All right, so we really gotta go, guys. Thank you for the extra time. Thank you for being on. We're back tomorrow. We'll see your costume designer soon and other members of your team. I'm pretty sure we're trying to do somebody to come in Carnival every week at least until Carnival comes. It's gonna be a ride.
Yes.
I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it, and this is how we're participating in it. Ian, it's been a pleasure. Love. I'll see you tomorrow at 7. Kerri, anytime, baby girl.
Thank you for having me.
Anything you're promoting, just text us. We got you.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Ayo, morning vibe.